Rainbow appears over the Palace of Westminster ahead of Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. Queen Elizabeth's coffin has laid in state at Westminster Hall since Tuesday, and will proceed from Westminster Palace during the funeral proceedings. A rainbow broke through the clouds over Westminster Palace in London on Sunday, where the coffin of Queen Elizabeth II has been lying in state ahead of the late monarch's funeral proceedings. A local government official tweeted a photo of the marvelous sky, writing, "The most incredible rainbow over the Palace of Westminster on the eve of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II's funeral." The beautiful rainbow was photographed over the Elizabeth Tower, formerly known as the Clock Tower, but renamed to celebrate the late monarch's Diamond Jubilee in 2012. This is the second time a rainbow has adorned the skies of London as the nation mourns its queen. Another rainbow, this one a double, could be seen over Buckingham Palace on September 8, shortly before the death of Queen Elizabeth II was announced. Buckingham Palace said the Queen died peacefully at age 96 at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. On Friday evening, King Charles III, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward came together at their mother's coffin for an emotional vigil of the princes at Westminster Hall. Just after 7:30 p.m. local time, the siblings joined the King's bodyguards to ceremoniously protect the Queen's coffin as it laid in state, draped in the royal standard and topped with the imperial crown. The Queen's 8 grandchildren followed the same tradition on Saturday, including Prince William and Prince Harry, in their military uniforms, and their cousins, Peter Phillips, Zara Tindall, Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Lady Louise Windsor and James, Viscount Severn. More than 2,000 people from around the world will gather at Westminster Abbey on Monday to honour the late monarch. Her family members are set to process with the coffin 3 times, as it moves into Westminster Abbey, then more than a mile to Wellington Arch and finally to Windsor Castle, where the Queen will be laid to rest. Proceedings commence at 10:35 a.m. local time, when her coffin is moved from Westminster Hall, where it has laid in state since Tuesday, and is expected to exit the medieval building at 10:52 a.m. It will move about 500 feet within the Palace of Westminster complex to Westminster Abbey, where the state funeral begins. Presidents, foreign royals and the Queen's relatives will attend the service in the ancient church. In any case, before subtleties, if it's not too much trouble, prefer our channel, and hit the ringer symbol, and afterwards select the choice, all notices, with the goal that we can keep you in contact sometime later. The guests present at Westminster Abbey will not follow for the ceremony at Windsor. Instead, the pews will be filled with some of the people who knew the Queen best, her personal staff and those who worked on her estates. Her personal piper will also play a lament in her honour. When the service wraps, the Queen's family members will retire to Windsor Castle for a quiet reception. The ceremonies end around 7:30 p.m, when Queen Elizabeth is privately interred in St. George's Chapel. She will be buried beside Prince Philip, her beloved husband of 73 years, and near her sister, Princess Margaret, and her parents, King George VI and the Queen Mother. As is required of the monarch, the Queen was consulted on all the funeral arrangements. Proceedings have already gotten underway, as the new King Charles and his wife, Queen Camilla, hosted a reception at Buckingham Palace for world leaders gathered in London. Heads of state and official overseas guests attended the event on Sunday evening at Buckingham Palace, which marked the first time Charles and Camilla met many of the world's most powerful players since becoming king and queen consort. King Charles and Queen Camilla began official duties as monarchs when they held audiences on September 10 with the Archbishop of Canterbury, the new British Prime Minister Liz Truss and members of the cabinet as well as leaders of the opposition party, according to a statement released by Buckingham Palace at the time. Much obliged for watching and a debt of gratitude is in order for your valuable time. We trust that you observed this story intriguing. Kindly remark your perspectives down in the remark area. Share this story with your companions and we'll see you sometime later.